Hey, Mike here from AMB.
And Hayden.
We're here at Yukai Mountain Bike Park in northern New South Wales in the Tweed Council region, checking out their new selection of trails. So it's about 9 trails here, which includes a climbing trail, even an adaptive capable trail as well, and a whole lot to descend on.
Yeah, so we've just come down one of the blues up in the trees, had some great routes and some really fun flowy jumps. Just over here to my left, we've got a big black line with some proper jumps. Really excited to go and hit that one today and get some air miles.
What I really like about this location is all the trails feed back to the one central area down the bottom. So it's really great for families to set up for the day, or whether it's a group of mates. Every trail feeds back down there and you've got this nice open section to descend into. It's really good.
Yeah, so you could either come here and bash out a heap of laps on your cross-country bike, or be someone like me, leave all your gear at the bottom and just push run the gnarly stuff.
It's a beautiful part of the world. There's lots of hiking to do. We're right on the foothills of Mount Warning, right close to the beach. We're not far from the Gold Coast, and I think that's part of the appeal.
Yeah, so for anyone who lives in southeast Queensland or northern New South Wales, we're only about a 2-hour drive from Brisbane, so day trip doable. That's what we're doing today, or about an hour from the Gold Coast.
Yeah, and there's places to camp nearby, lots of nice places to stay as well. So whether you want to get an Airbnb or book into a local hotel, or there's showgrounds to camp in too. So making a weekend of it isn't going to be hard. So we've just come up a pretty mellow climbing trail. It's got a few options on the way up. You can peel off for a green descent, so just before you get to the top of the hill, and the adaptive descent is on that side of the hill too. But we're right at the top, which is probably the main descending trail junction.
So you can see just behind us, we've got a blue track that starts going straight down through the trees. And if you come with me, just around the corner here, we've got a black trail. This is the airflow. If you see any big steep kickers, that's on that one just there. We've also got 2 more blue tracks starting just here. So good variety starting from the top with the beautiful view down below.
So a lot of people wonder, what bike should you bring to Yukai Mountain Bike Park? I'd probably say whatever mountain bike you own. I'm here on a Trek Fuel EX, so 150, 140, 29er trail bike. It would be capable of anything here, but at the same time, there's such a variety of trails with the green trails, blue trails, and a black jump line, and an adaptive trail, that if you've got a bike that can be ridden off-road, you're going to find something you're going to enjoy here.
Look in your eyes. Look that's just a part of the game. You gotta look for the prize. You standing so stiff like a mannequin. Why are you panicking? Look at the way that we handle it. Look at the way that we battling.
So we've just moved from the open plains you would have seen previously. Big, wide, fast, open stuff, lots of jumps. We're in the trees now. It's beautiful and shaded. The dirt is much darker and really grippy. We haven't had any rain in ages, but there's still heaps of moisture in the dirt, and the trails are quite a bit narrower, really fun and undulating. You can see they're cut into the bank, so you're constantly popping, pushing, pumping. Even the climbs are easy, so let's go and do another one. So Yukai Mountain Bike Club has also built their own, their own pump track. It's not quite done yet, it's a bit soft, so I'm getting a bit of a sneak preview, but anyone who watches AMB and reads the mag knows I love a pump track. Anytime I can get out on this little bike and cruise around, it's good. Great for kids, great for big kids like me, and it's another cool thing to check out while you're having a break from the flow tracks and everything else.
That's just a part of the game. You gotta look for the prize. Look at the way that we ain't gonna fall. Look at the way that we are gonna rise. Look at the way that I answer the call. Look at the way that I handle the lights.
So we've been riding most of today here at Yukai Mountain Bike Park. There's about 9 different kinds of trails here, including the climbing trail. And I've had a whole lot of fun. We've been riding in the trees, in the forest, and also in the open trails that you can see here, plus there's a pump track too. I've really enjoyed that variety and being in a real special part of the world. But what about you?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. The variety is really good. For me, obvious, look at me, I love doing jumps, and there's a proper jump track here, so that's awesome. You know, a publicly accessible track with big, lofty jumps, for me, is a highlight anywhere.
Yeah, and look, I think there's some kids riding here now, and I think this place is always going to be going off with young families, groups of mates, and young riders too. I think it's a really worthwhile place to come check out in northern New South Wales when you're visiting the Tweed, be it a day trip or maybe a weekend away.
Yeah, super easy to get to the top as well. The climb track's one of the easiest I've ever done. Super meandering and quite scenic the whole way up, but there's also a lot of clearance too, so if you want to push run some stuff, happy days.
Yeah, well worth checking out, but check out any of our full features online about the place too. Otherwise, if you've got a question, just drop it in the comments below.